definitely, you're definitely the wiser ones. You know, yeah, always start early, right? The P4s and P5s. It's good to just come in and listen to some parenting tips, helping the children to do well tips, exam tips, how to do better tips. Joy and myself are a parent of like three kids. Yeah, so trust us, okay? We've been through the journey that you have been through. Yeah, screaming at our kids every day. Yeah, we're just like any other parent, okay? Um, Getting them to do their homework, pack their bags. Have you done your work? Yeah, answer is yes. Then look into the bag, not done. Do you bring your worksheet? Yes. Look into your bag, not there. Hi Sabrina, BT parent. Oh,
Oh,
great.
no wonder you can't
Welcome.
hear me. I muted myself.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought you're preparing, so let you have time.
No, no. Hello, hello, Sabrina. Hi. I said I saw some current parents. Gina, hello. Um, anyone else I hear? Yeah, our parent.
A lot of familiar names.
Yeah, a lot of familiar names. Yeah. Don't worry, it's a close group. We will not
Gina.
be posting this. Yeah. Although the anyone who sign up register will get the replay lah.
I see some
Yeah.
new names as well. Yeah.
Yeah, I also see a few new
Hey,
names. Yeah.
let us know how you know about BlueTree. I'm just very curious. Is it word of mouth or is it through Facebook? Are our parents a Facebook, the Instagram parent or the TikTok parents? Yeah. Tell us how do you know about our webinars? I'm just really curious.
Mm,
BT parent, BT parent.
a lot of PT parents today.
Yeah. Are you having your dinner right now? Are you like enjoying your dinner, have the laptop set up, and then you have like all your children sitting around you with the notes, notepad and pen, taking down notes?
Okay, you'll be nice parents if you could engage us a bit lah, because if not, it's very funny.
Yeah,
We are not going to do a lecture today. Yeah, it is going to be a quite a
interactive
I would
one.
say, yeah,
Mm.
interactive two-way conversation. We would really like to hear your thoughts, because we know that PSLE is it can be frightening or can be quite stressful. Yeah, so we respect that. Yeah, so it'll be nice if you could let us know some of your thoughts. Yeah. Okay, so are we going to do the same structure? The
Yes,
one that
yes,
okay.
can.
Okay, so it's going to be very different, okay, parents, because we really want to make it like a lecture style. We did another webinar 2 days ago with a group of very lovely parents, and it was quite good. So we're going to start with like something like FAQ. Yeah. So yeah, we're going to start with FAQ. So as you already might know, we were both teaching in MOE. We were ex-MOE teachers. We were also ex-PSLE markers. Yeah, this is us. Yeah, you kind of like know. So for Faith, right, she has taught in 3 different schools, and she's the GP math teacher. For myself, I have taught in just one school, and I just taught science, and but the school I'm teaching was also a GP school, right? So we have both marked uh, 11 years. She marked math for don't know how many years, also like more than 10 years. So we,
Very
we
old
know
lah.
yeah, we know the PSLE syllabus super well, right? Yeah, Faith has said PSLE before. She is a PSLE setter. I was a PSLE chief examiner. So this is our profile, parents. Okay, so we really know the PSLE. We breathe PSLE for many years, so we know. And then after that, we came out to start BlueTree, and this is we just finished 10 years. Wow, it's okay, May. Yeah, that's good one. Thank you for correcting the past. Thank you. It's not that we want to sell Goyo, okay, but we want to assure you that no question is difficult. And if the question is too hard, right, let's use the group wisdom here, and then we can try to, brainstorm some ideas. So we started BlueTree. Is it the next slide? Okay,
Started
yeah.
BlueTree, ah, wow,
Is it? Yeah. So
long
we
long
started
time
BlueTree.
ago.
Yeah, 10 years back. And this is the total number of branches that we have. We also train a lot of teachers. Yeah. So now we are like
Yay.
grandmothers already lah. So for some of you, for your information, we have teachers who were our ex-student.
How many of these centers have you visited?
Oh. We have, how about you parents? How many of these centers you have visited? Yeah, maybe it would be nice to know. What, three? Yeah. Wow.
Then
Well,
which
not
is
bad.
your
Which are the
favorite?
three? Which is
Which,
your favorite?
which is your favorite?
And can you recognize us? Because I mean, obviously we are not designer.
Ah,
Okay, Woodley. Yeah, Woodley is nice.
yes, yes. Woodley is
Big,
unique.
unique, and
Yeah, the
yeah, it's
design.
like it's like on a slope as well.
Yeah, I like it because after you exit, right, then you see Tiong Bahru Bakery, my favorite.
Yeah. Oh, Orchard.
Of
Orchard is
course,
where we
Orchard.
are.
Yes, HQ.
Yeah, come and say hi to us. Yeah, do come and say hi. Yeah. Anyone else has visited? Okay, I'm just very curious. Anyone has visited CCK? It's our it's the one that the both of us seldom go to. Most seldom visit.
No,
Eh,
because we don't stay in the West.
Yeah. Anyone from CCK? Oh no. Oh, okay.
I
Then
actually
anybody has
had
visited
I
Dunmanby?
Danavi is the newest mall, the most exciting one with a lot of I think NTUC Finest, McDonald's.
Yeah, Guardsman.
Yeah, yeah. I had
Yeah.
one ex-student from like my first batch student. Let me see how is she now. She's like 34 years old now. I taught her when she was 12 years old. Yeah, she walked past the Tampines branch for her chiropractor, and then she's like, Miss Tan. She called me Miss Tan. Miss Tan, you have a branch here. And that was how I reconnect with her again.
Mm.
So it's really quite amazing, like how people still like continue to connect with us when they see our branches. And yeah, and some people go for meals at Seletar Mall, then they will take photos and send it to two of us.
Yeah. Okay, then I think we should carry on. Okay, maybe is there any questions that y'all would like to ask parents? We are going to start that. Is there any questions or is there anything you
Questions,
were hoping
questions.
to take away today?
Hmm.
Anything you were hoping to take away today?
What do you want to learn? What do you want to learn? Math and science questions. What what would you want? What parenting tip would you want Joe and Faith to share with you?
Oh, wow.
Wow, wow, that was a hard one. I leave Joe to answer that. Oh, stress-free PSLE prep. Oh, that one I know how to answer. So the
Okay,
second
I,
one,
I, I, I like the first question. So may I share? I will share with the rest. Okay.
share the
Yeah.
question.
Yeah, okay. So this parent, I will not name names, okay, because I think we need to feel safe lah. So this parent asked what sets our center apart. I love this question. Yeah. Okay, as you can see, first, okay, we set apart by being the cutest and the prettiest teacher in Singapore and some say part-time. Okay, the first thing that set us apart, right, it's not what we know, it was what parents told us. So a lot of parents told us that there isn't any center that are set by two
Mm,
founders.
mm,
Both have such
mm,
rich experience in PSLE marking.
mm.
Okay, both have taught in the MOE school. All right, both okay, one math, one science are
Yes.
PSLE setters and chief examiners. So the first thing that set us apart is really our rich experience in PSLE. Anything you want to know, we already figure out the strategy, and we yes, and we also are mothers of three. Okay, so we have been through the different seasons in PSLE, so nothing really can fess us. Right, all right. So here we have also have a very recognized curriculum approach known as 3E. And if you have not heard, we have two very famous answer technique, ABC and solve. which came out from us. Okay, and it has helped a lot of students. So a lot of our students actually do not know how to answer the open-ended question. We have a lot of current parents here. Some of them are really our long time parents. Yeah, so they can share with you that how we have used the 3E approach, A, B, C, and solve, right, to help students score. You will be surprised 30 to 40 marks more. So we have a lot of students who came in with AL5 and they
Mm-hmm.
leave with AL1. How did we
Mm.
do it? We really have a lot of experience. We're not like any other centers, okay, where they don't have PSLE marking experience. They were not from MOE. There were some private tutors. We are not. Next thing, our teachers, 90% are full-timers. A lot of centers outside, they are part-timers. So I do not know what's your definition of reputable, but this one, I'm very confident. My teacher are breathing teaching. They think of your child before they sleep. They think of your child before they eat. They think of your child before they bathe. They think of your child before they shit. Okay, they think of your
Yeah.
child before they take the bus. They think of your child 100% of the
Yep.
time. Our teachers are full-timers who are
Yep.
trained in their craft, who practice their
Mm-hmm.
craft. They are not some part-timers, okay? So most of our teachers are like that, okay? Even if, let's say, we have part-timers, guess what? They are currently teaching in MOE. They are
Shh.
currently teaching in
Shh.
MOE. So we are very stringent in our teachers selection. So I think these are very big reasons. Yeah, I'm sorry, I really cannot fathom why parents are okay, to choose not trained teachers as their, yeah, I
Mm.
really can't
Mm.
fathom, because as a parent, I will not do that. Yeah,
Mm.
I really want to find a real expert that can help to increase, because at the end of the day, your child's time is very precious. You want to waste the time.
Yes.
Yeah, of course, find the best expert who knows it all, and then the person who feels that they can do all the strategy right. Yeah, I
Mm.
hope I've answered your question.
Mm.
Although I
Mm.
sound, yes, I'm very confident.
Okay,
Okay.
okay. To protect the teachers, okay, to protect the teachers,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah, they are, some of them are adjunct, some of them
yeah.
like my age, so early retirement, but they have spent at least 10 years in MOE or 15 years in MOE, so they are really, really, really very experienced. I think one of the most stringent interview process is that we know that they must love children.
Yes.
That's number one.
Yeah, yeah.
And we constantly train, whether full-time or part-time, constantly train. And they must use our what do you call this? The signature techniques. Yeah, like the ABC technique and the soft technique to teach in their classes. Yeah, we have many, many students who actually improve leaps and bounds under our care, not just Faith and Joe, in all the other teachers' care as well. In a short period of like 3 months, 6 months, you can actually see their results, leaps and bounds, like 10 marks improvement. Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to Shall we answer the second question?
Yeah. So how to have a stress-free
Stress-free
PSI prep?
prep. Stay with us till the end and we'll show you how. Of course, it's
Honestly, stress-free PSI prep, I will tell you, it's a myth. It also depends on your own expectation. Yeah, it
indeed.
also depends on your own expectation. I mean, the best is consistency. We find
Yes.
consistency is the best. A lot of time. So what we find that parents who become very stressed is when
Mm.
they actually do not know what to do. They don't know what to do. Yeah, so we help a lot of confused parents. Like this morning, I had one mommy. Okay, I was having a call with her, and she said, wow, my daughter never had tuition. So I feel so guilty. That's why she did not go to a very good school. She's now in a school that she doesn't want. So I don't want the same mistake to be made for my son. She feels guilty about this. And then I of course, I comfort her. I say, it's all right. We can, don't worry, with your son, we will do it right. I'll help him. Okay. But that guilt that your child cannot go to the dream school. 20 marks don't say 20 marks are parents. 2 marks can be a difference between the pass and the fail. 2 marks can be the difference between this grade, this school, and the next dream school, right? If and this is not like because of you or because of me. It's not because the tuition center make it that way. It's just the way the system is. The way the system is, right? Teacher Faith is going to talk about the AL system, and we know the AL system. So despite MOE's best, they want to lower
Mm.
the stress, but our kids are tuition is very effective. If tuition is not effective, you will not find so many miraculous story. Wow, pass to fail, AL6 to AL1. Yeah, so
Fail to
so
pass.
yeah, fail to pass. Sorry, fail to pass. Yeah, yeah. So, all this miraculous story. Yeah, these are real stories, and you hear it all the time because tuition works. Okay, and yeah,
Mm,
okay. So
yeah.
teacher Faith is gonna.
Tuition definitely works because of the way we, especially at BlueTree. I can speak for BlueTree, I can't speak for any other centers, okay? In BlueTree, we are guaranteed, okay, because we curate the worksheets, we curate the type of questions. We just shorten your entire process. You don't have to do like 50 school exam papers to be exposed, to like the questions we always get. How many years of PSLE papers must we do? How many school exam papers must we do? I think we can shorten that process for you and make it more efficient so that your kids have time to breathe at the same time learn the other topics better. Okay. So if you have a first time parent here with the P6 and P5 first time parent, okay. Yeah. So this is the level that you need to actually take a close look at. However, you will not be able to have a most accurate what you call that marker of how your child is doing until end of the year, because every checks that you have now, the WAs, or call it either weighted assessment or non-weighted assessment, right? Everything is upon 30 marks, 40 marks. Maximum I've heard is 50 marks. There isn't 100 mark paper anymore. Okay. So imagine trying to do a 3 kilometer run as compared to a marathon. Okay. The kind of stamina that we need is quite different. Okay. So yeah, this is the kind of stories that we hear from a lot of parents who say that he was actually fine from primary four until end of primary five. Suddenly the result dipped from 89, can dip all the way to 65 or even more. Yeah, because it's their first time sitting for a full paper. Okay. And of course, there's a big change in this whole posting group system. Okay. Um, I think you guys are very wise parents to want to know more. If you know right up to PSLE, right, then you will only plan up to September and then it stops there. You need to know what happens after that. And that's why you are here to find out a lot more about it. Okay. It's not just getting into the schools of your choice or your daughter's choice, but how can you get there? What kind of grades you need to get there, okay? And so they are no longer called express, normal, acad, and normal tech, okay? Those were my time lah. Now, now their time is called G3, okay? And take note of these points here, 21 and 22. This is the only one that you can opt, whether G2 or G3, but we always encourage you to go for something better, G3. Okay, because the child really learns a lot more, and we actually see a lot of late bloomers, although they are, like
Yeah,
maybe struggling a little bit in P6. By the time they reach Sec 3, they boom, they blossom, and they proudly tell us when they see us at BlueTree that they are scoring A1 for
yeah.
math
We
and
we we we
science.
yeah. We recently have this boy. When he was in primary school, because of the CCA, and he's a late bloomer. He was really struggling, but the mother, really kudos to her. Really hanging there and said it's okay. You just learn, you just improve. So in the end, he scored this 21, 22 range, and he chose the express stream. Okay, so parents, if you still do not know, G2 is a bit better. All right. Okay, parents, if you do not know what G2
Gee,
is like, G3 is better. Always go for G3. Yeah, G2 the jump, right? it's really a lot. Okay, it's really a lot. Okay, it's very hard for a G2 child to go to G3, right? It depends on the school. Okay, so please remember this. So this boy
Mm.
worked very hard in G3, still stay with BlueTree. The mother said, no, I will continue with BlueTree because your notes work, your curriculum really works, and he's very happy with the teacher. I need someone to
And one
help
more,
me
the teacher cares.
motivate him, right? And wow, O levels, he video called us, My God, parents, you cannot believe it. 7 A1s from a boy who used to struggle so hard with his math. He in the end he got 7 A1s, heading for JC. Wow,
Yes,
this is
yes.
like,
He also got to his dream JC school. He got his
yes,
first choice.
he got his first choice.
Yeah.
So at the end, right? Okay, there is, yes, late bloomers, but the thing about this boy is consistency. He just kept working hard, consistent, consistent, consistent. Yeah. So
Yes.
this mother is like, it's the same as you, it's the same as me, same as us. So what's the difference?
Mm,
She
mm.
continued to believe, she continued to support him with the resources. She continued to hang in there consistency. She never say things like, oh, you're big already, never mind, no need tuition. Or you big already, you settle yourself. She is very, 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 very aware that her boy is a late bloomer and needs a good center, a good teacher to continue to support her. So
Mm.
really kudos. Yeah.
Yeah. And sometimes when the children, not sometimes, sorry, all the time, when the children are below 13, um, below 15, sometimes below 16, they are not even in the right frame of mind to make the right decision. Yeah, be it boys or girls. So as adults, right, you already see how far they can go. You know your children's potential, and is able to stretch them if we provide them with the right resources. Okay, the right
Yes.
resources. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, here we are. So this is why you are here today. What are the 5 tips? And then we are going to also answer how to do the PSLE a bit better, right?
So I see a parent ask how to ensure no burnouts. Let's see if these 5 tips will answer your question.
Yeah.
Everything we do, Joe has already mentioned that one word, consistency. That consistency, if you don't put it in place right now and you want to put it 1 month or even June to try to master what? The last 3 years of work to score the result that you desire in 2 months. Is that what you're talking about? That it will cause a burnout? So why don't we spread it now? Spread it out now. If you have time, 1.5 years. If you're in P5, better 2 years. But if you're already in P6, start now.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. So like I always like to use this example, like what Faith says. I like to use this example. So imagine now Chinese New Year coming up, right? How many of you going to want to lose 5 kg? Me. Okay. I want to lose 5 kg. And Chinese New Year is coming up in 2 weeks. Is it
Oh
possible?
no. Oh no.
Yeah, I think it's not quite possible. Actually, the truth is, even though I still want to try to do it, so it's the same as losing weight. If we never eat healthily, consistently, I don't think I can lose. Yeah, if I never do this consistently, right? Even if I do it, I think in the end I will still bounce back to my weight now. Right? We all know this. Exercise, it has to be a consistent thing. You want to have nice body shape, healthy, it is about eating healthily again and again and again. And parents, saying no to distraction, saying no, I'm not going to drink bubble tea. No, I'm not going to eat oily food. That no is harder than the yes. The no is harder than the yes.
Yes.
So, so our at BlueTree, that's what we know, that the children, right? What they lack of is consistency, and that's why when they come to the center, they feel so good because they
Mm,
feel that they have done 2 weeks worth of work in 2 hours.
mm,
I have so many students who will tell me, "Wow, teacher Joe, I learned so much today. Wow, I've done so much
mm,
today." Yeah,
mm.
how come? Why is that so?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So parents, this one is something that consistency are really understated, very important, very hard to.
Mm,
Yeah. Okay.
mm. I also tell the kids, like just last weekend, I told them, your teachers have the 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 luxury of spending 5 days with you, but I don't have. I only have 2 hours. I only have 2 hours to show you the magic to this topic. So in these 2 hours, I'll guarantee you'll walk out just filled with everything you need to know about this topic. Yeah, not just what's in the textbook, but beyond and what to prepare for exams. Yeah, so one of the tip is I think it's important that all of us do spend time to have this conceptual understanding. Math and science share this definitely. Okay, it's not just like only a math thing, conceptual understanding. You need to know this in science as well, understanding relationship, cause and effect, right? And how they build the mental models. And it's through our weekly lessons, through our interactions with the 3E approach that will help them gel it together. Yeah.
Yeah. So we use a lot of hands-on activities also, all right, in class. Maybe you go to the next one. So you
Yeah.
see, parents, this kind of hands-on activities are usually is more fun, right, to do when you have a lot of friends in class.
Yes.
So at home, you can also do it. At home, if you want, you can replicate like certain hands-on activities with your child, but you realize that your child go like not so fun. So that's the magic for group tuition. So for group
Mm.
tuition, the social part, like learning, peer learning, we call it, okay, is a well-researched pedagogy. Yeah, all this makes the learning stick.
Mm. So the next thing is parents, you really need to be aware of, it's not just practicing a lot of questions. Like we did a lot of school exam papers, but my child's still not getting it. It's how you actually do it. Is your child really just memorizing answers or just, breezing it through without even like looking deeper into the skill set, like interpreting information? So I can see both. It's happening in both math and science. I used to be a science teacher in my first 2 years that even a graph representation, both in math and science, the children are having difficulty, be it line graph or bar graph. Yeah, I think science even more because we'll go with graph with a table of data,
Mm, mm,
then followed with interpreting the information and answering the OEQ. Okay,
mm.
so yeah, so these are all the things that you need to
Parents, in case you are teaching your child at home, graphs are very popular now in exams. Very, very popular.
same.
So examination is no longer straightforward, parents. No longer. Your
Yep.
child is expected to do this thing. Yeah, you'll be very surprised. That's why a lot of you find it very difficult. Analyze.
Yes.
Your child is expected, even as young as primary one, to be able to interpret and analyze. So our children these days, I will feel that sometimes they can be a bit straight, not so flexible sometimes, right? Yeah. So that's why they will meet a problem. So if you are teaching your child and you see a graph, right, please don't rush into it.
Mm,
Slow down. Ask your child, what do you understand?
mm,
What do you understand from this? Then don't scold your child things. Don't say things like, yeah, why you never see this? So obvious. Don't say this such things, okay? It doesn't help. Once you say such thing, their brain will shut down. So
mm,
again, at BlueTree, we teach these analytical skills all the time in our class because we can see that the PSLE question is already gearing towards more analytical question. So this is again where our trained teachers are such expert in this. And you know what? Just knowing this skill easily will flip and improve your child's grades by 20 marks. Easily. If your child can do this very well, 20 marks, boom, next grade already, 2, 3 ALs, right? But teaching this is not easy. You need to really know how to speak to a child and understand what is on their mind as they learn. Okay, right. We go to the
mm.
next tip.
Yeah.
Mm,
So, yeah. So these things are all around. So have more conversation with your children. Okay. Strategic thinking. Choose your strategies. Do not just what's that? Impulsively just randomly apply steps. It is same for math and science. Okay. Math, you don't just just go in and just put the numbers together without even thinking through the processes. And then for science, Yeah, same thing. You don't just go in and answer OEQ without even stating what ABC. You know, the ABC structure is so easy for the children to just follow the tip, link up the sentences, and then you score it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So accuracy and precision is both in math and science, okay? Yeah, so math will be more like don't misread the units lah and don't misread the numbers. So sometimes I did set one very simple question. I think it was only 1 mark. Half the class got it wrong. Yeah, easily. Because whether it's half kg or half of the rice, it makes a world of difference in the solving. Okay. And in terms of science would be more like missing keywords, weak explanations. Yeah, I think Joe can elaborate on uh such.
Yeah. Okay. So at the end, when it comes to careless mistakes, right, parents, you know what? This one can be improved on eh. It can be improved. So how? We really teach your child very good exam skills. So during our lessons, right, we often, like for example, for science, there's a song, analyze and annotate, analyze and annotate, analyze and annotate, you will score. So we really, really, really do this. Okay, we go to the question. There's a question. Okay, we go to the question, we show you. Thank you, parent. Okay, maybe, yeah, to show the examples with actual questions. You
Yeah,
just show
sure,
first.
sure. Later,
Right, let's
later.
go, let's go.
Okay, last one will be the mindsets and training for the stamina. Okay, just now I mentioned about most of the children do not have stamina for the final year exams, and that is why you see a dip. And P6s would not have many experience before they sit for their prelims. So, but at BlueTree, we will have all these put in place to prepare them for the final race. Okay. I bold this part. Top performing students are self-regulated learners. So they actually plan, monitor, very open to learning new methods. And so they apply what they learn. Okay. Yeah. So yes. So these are some of the things that we should look out for to help our children learn better. All right. I'll go a little bit into the math part. At Blue Tree, we teach the soft technique. Okay, this four jargon that we use all the time to help them solve problem sums confidently. And then this is the common questions. Is a calculator going to help the children do better? I'm just going to show you how PSLE is set such that you always hear this thing about math is so difficult now. In the past, it was easier. So this is like a percentage of the level 3 questions and level 1, level 2 being made simpler. So if we're able to achieve all the level 1, level 2 question, we would have already accomplished like what, 75% of the paper. In order to reach out for the last bit of it, you need to be able to solve level 3 questions. So these are just very quick example of what level 1 and 2 look like. Level 1, regurgitate. Find the volume. Length times rate times height. Okay, so everyone would be able to score such questions. Level 2 would be, I tell you this is the volume, then you tell me what's the surface area. So it requires a bit of thinking backwards to find what the each side is. And then later you apply to find what the surface area is. Okay, and so that makes 16. You want to take a picture? So these are just quick examples of what level 1, level 2 are able to solve. Now, you would definitely want to learn what level 3 is all about. This is exactly what PSI questions are testing that really make the children feel very stumped. And we have all this incorporated into all our regular lessons, and especially my PPC lesson, they'll see a greater exposure of this. So here we have no length, no breadth of anything else. They only show a 4 cm on the picture here. All right. And then they will tell you that the volume of A is 384 and the volume of B is 1056, just like that. And the height is not even the actual height. It's just saying it's 14 cm more. And they want you to find the height of the entire thing. So I use some visuals to help you. This is how we actually help the children to learn better. So okay, see the top part is 384, okay, in simplicity. And then part of this B, okay, it is 14 cm more than A. That means inside there is also another A. And then this height is actually 14 centimeters. And what is the balance volume that's found at the bottom, which is a white block, will be 1056 minus 384, 672. And so therefore, after this part, the children will need to apply the level 2 knowledge, which is to take 672, divide by the 14 to find that the base area is 48. Do you know what I'm saying? You can take a picture after this, but think about what the children had to think about when they are solving this. So what if they have the base area? They have to refer back to the picture here that says 4 centimeters without it mentioning in the story. It's in the picture. All right. So I will have to take 384, divide by 48, which is the surface area, and then I will know the height is actually 8 cm. You got it? So that 4 cm there was actually, at the end, it was a distractor. There was no use for it at all. So once I know that the height is 8 and the height is 8, and it mentioned that this was 14 cm taller, right? You add them up together, you're at 30. And that's all. Okay. So this question, you want to guess how many marks this question is worth? Want to make a guess? Usually it's by just a number of steps. You can already guess. Yeah, it's not a 5-mark question. Yeah, maybe close. Thank you for guessing. 3 marks. 3 marks. So some of the hardest questions are not found in the 5-mark question. They are found in the 3 and 2 marks question. And then therefore, usually how many level 3s are given? According to just now the table that I showed earlier here, okay, I cannot tell you how many questions. It is by percentage. The weightage is by percentage. The entire paper, about 30%. Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'll move on to the next part. Yeah. So of course we have a strategy developed to help the children learn better, right? So we also need to know that how to, allocate my teaching topics to the students to help them prepare. I cannot be overly focusing on algebra when the entire algebra is like 4% and 5%. So I do focus a lot more on FRP. And then geometry, I know it's very important. It's like almost 20% of the paper. Okay, then rate will be a small weightage of it. Take a picture. Okay, so this is our 5-year analysis from last year's paper, okay, all the way back to 2021. Although there's a new format that your children are sitting for, but I don't think it's going to affect the allocation of the percentage on the topics. Okay. All right. So take note, when you're practicing the past year school exam papers, they were all old formats, and these are all new formats. But if you're taking lessons with BlueTree, PPC, or regular lessons, or the P5 EPC and regular lessons, I'll give you all the new format papers, specially crafted within the house by me. Okay. So of course, someone asked, how to pace them better before PSLE without the burnout? Of course, we have programs put at different points of the year. Every holiday, we have some holiday programs so that you can just go to work, just put your child at our center, and we'll take care of them for the next 5 hours. Right? If you need us to feed them, okay, we'll feed them, and you can pick them up after work. Okay. I strongly believe in practice make perfect. When you practice, right? Yeah, it will build confidence. Okay. Now let's go to Teacher Joe's portion on primary science. Let's see what she's going to share about the primary tip.
Yeah, okay,
Yay.
I'm here. Are you going to help me or I do my own?
Up to you. Can you can.
Okay, okay,
What do
I'll
you
do all
click?
my, I share on
You
my
share
own,
will be better.
just
Then
in case. Okay,
okay.
okay, so parents, okay, just now there was an example of the PSI math. How does it feel?
I was scared.
Yeah, okay, so before I share the science part, okay, you all know that 2 periods have just passed, right, about that. How do you feel? You know, your child has about 11 to 12 periods a day. Yeah, they only have 11 to 12 periods a day. Hey, can do the EPC,
Yeah, I will
EPC.
type. Sorry, accidentally. I'm typing. You go
Yeah.
ahead. You go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I go ahead now. Okay, so parents, why I'm telling you this, because I'm going to do my science part. And for science, right? Okay, parents, do you know how many periods your child has in school? This is important. I keep telling people about this. So if your child is at primary 6, parents, your child has about 6 periods of science. 6 periods of science in a week, in 1 week, right? Whereas for language, like English, your child has 28 periods in the week. But yet the demands at PSLE, right, is the same. That's why you will hear your child always telling you, Mommy, I don't know how to do science questions, because that is the subject, right, with the least number of periods as well as the least number of homework, right? But I mentioned again, the exam demand is the same. So for primary science altogether, there are 32 topics, 32. So if your child is primary 4, primary 5, primary 6 this year, all right, you should know that cells has been taken out, cells. But you will find a very interesting thing that's happening, which is happening to my girl who's primary 5. The schools are still teaching cells. The schools are still teaching cells, but this topic is completely taken out from PSLE, okay, which is Unit of Life. So there are 32 of them and still 5 teams. So most of the questions actually come from cycles, systems, and energy. So cycle, systems, and energy, these 3 teams, right, represent 75% of PSLE. I'm going to repeat now, parents. These 3 teams, they represent 75% of the PSLE question. It has not changed. It's like forever, it's like this percentage. So if your child needs help, let's say in human system, you should panic already because it's a critical topic, right? It's a critical topic. And that's why, right, for us, right, when we curate the curriculum, when we do the practice paper, you see that we really do a lot more on these 3 teams, because we know that the questions are going to come a lot, will be tested a lot. Okay, so question number 1, is the science textbook useful? Can I hear a bit from parents? I mean, the fact that you are here shows that you are a very dedicated mom or dad already. Yeah, so I wanted to know, parents, do you all know if the science textbook is useful? No, yes. No, not useful. Okay, thank you. Okay, I'm going to use ChatGPT. Exam cannot use it. Exam cannot use what? And also, by the way, we have a parent who messaged us about what granted, of what ChatGPT says, right? And then ChatGPT was wrong. The ChatGPT was wrong. Yeah, so sometimes it can happen. So I must be careful. Okay. Yeah, I know, I understand. Okay, so I'm going to tell you all something, okay, parents. This one may shock you. The science textbook now is super useful. Super useful, all right? You will be very surprised. The past 2 years PSLE, they have tested a lot of questions from the science textbook. And this year is the first year that MOE is launching the science textbook on their own, which means that they have a team of curriculum writers doing this. So the science textbook now is extremely useful, parents. Please revise using that. So a very good tip for you, every week, right? Please read the science textbook with your child. Okay, if your child is in primary 5, I am very sure, all right, this question will appear in the exam. Which part of the flower does fertilization occur? Which part of the flower does fertilization occur? This is a question that is much argued amongst the science teacher, all right, for many years. Because some of us use ChatGPT, some of us use Google, but nobody is really right. So now the science textbook, if you flip to the page, the science textbook stated very clearly that it occurs at the ovules, and that is the answer. And this has been tested in prelims and PSLE for the past 2-3 years. Okay, so the science textbook is now super useful. Okay, okay. I think that some of you are like, sure or not, confirm or not, really or not. My dear parents, okay, your child P6, okay, maybe you go through 1 year, maybe you have 7 kids, 8 kids, and you have gone through PSLE 7, 8 rounds. I have taught for 20 years, right? So I've gone through PSLE 20. So I have seen, all right, I have seen, all right, the PSLE again and again and again. The trend is like in my head, right? It's in my head. Yes, the last year's P5 textbook is also useful. If you have a P6 child, right, I will definitely ask you to buy P5 and P6 textbook. No, May, it's no longer in the ovary. That is the argument, May. Exactly. So the argument was always, is it the ovary or the ovule, right? So a lot of adults have a wrong misconception. A lot of adults have wrong misconception. The ovule actually holds the female cell, the female reproductive cell. It holds it. There's other things inside. So so the science textbook now has clarified this. So yay, good what? They have clarified this. So our children will learn the thing that MOE is testing. At the end, for science, right, parents, it's not about right or wrong. For science parents, it's not about right or wrong. Your child is going to sit for PSLE science. There's a certain exam compliant answer that they are looking out for. There's a certain exam compliant answer that they are looking out for. If your child wants to score, your child must have the strategy and must know what the exam is asking for. Yeah, and now that's why at BlueTree, we keep reminding our kids, this is what the markers are looking for. Make sure you give that information, right? Should I practice more? What is the marker looking for? I can't teach science. Okay, so these are some of the very common questions. So I'm just going to give you some questions because there's a parent who wants to see the question. PSI question, right? So first, please remind your child that you must underline the keywords. If your child did not underline the keywords, your child will not be able to score in this question. So the first one, a lot of children actually say that the insect P will not be spotted by the predators and will not be eaten, right? But it says that insect P actually feeds on bees and butterflies. Insect P is a predator. It's not a prey. So for children who write this, right, straight away wrong because they have already misinterpreted. They did not read the question. So reading the question is very critical, right? DNA means do not accept. DNA means do not accept. The butterflies will not notice, and so the insect P will be able to catch and eat them easier. Correct. Okay. So this is a very straightforward question that shows you that for science, if your child is a very careless reader, your child will not be able to score. So one of the skill that I noticed that our children don't have these days, right, is reading skill. Our children reading skill is very underdeveloped, right? Because of the device use. And of course, some of the parents have introduced the device to them at a very young age, as young as baby. I've seen parents are wearing their babies, wearing it with the phone right in front of the babies. Okay, so their eyeball movement becomes very fast, and therefore they cannot read very well, right? So their reading skill is underdeveloped. So at BlueTree, we really, really, really slow down our kids and teach them how to develop their reading skill better. Because at the end of the day, all the subjects require very good reading skill. That's why you find that children who like to read, right, usually they can score better in exams because they are constantly also developing, training this reading skill. Okay, so another one. So use their mouth, right? So analyze and annotate, analyze and annotate, analyze and annotate, you will score. Now, this one here, you see, the children will write this, but it's wrong. You know why? They miss out this word, explain. So explain in science, right, my dear parents, this is a command word. So this is a command word to tell them that the strategy that they use must with a reason. But the problem is it's not just a reason. You also need to have the evidence because you're talking about science. So the evidence must be with the reason. If they give the reason, which usually for the children is also known as concept. That's why you hear your child saying, oh, my teacher say must use CER to answer. Why? Because the schools are also knowing, they also know that the children, they don't know what is the structure, what's the strategy to answer the question. So therefore, they keep reminding the kids with CER to tell them that you must have the evidence and the reason. So where did the evidence come from? There, use their mouths, right? So mouth means feet. And then they say that stem, right? Stem. The word stem means that there is the food carrying tubes and the water carrying tubes, right? Both food and water. But the children, right, they all use the word water. They only think of water. But what about the food? In fact, the word feed is also a clue that this is a food carrying tube. So the question is your best friend. The question got a lot of clues. But if your child has never been taught how to analyze, how to use the question to form the answer, sorry, then your child will not score. So at the end of the day, our BlueTree student, right, will always be better than an average student who never go for a class, because our BlueTree student really knows what are the strategies to use. We teach them, this is how you analyze a question, right? Okay, one more, right? Another one. So, okay, yeah. So we have the keywords book. We actually sell this keywords book, and we actually tell the children how to use the keywords book. And then this is like in the keywords book law, you see? It's exactly the keywords, the vocabulary. Okay, so it's not like a mystery. Okay, another question. Another question. Right. Okay, another question. How the mist was formed. So parents, when you see this, keywords, concept, can your child do this? This is a primary 5 concept. If your child is at primary 6, your child is expected to be able to do this very well. Yes, it is. It is updated to the latest PSLE. It is. All right. So your child is expected to be able to do this, and then you look at the question. You look at the question again. The answer here is at least 3 sentences, 3 sentences long. If your child hates reading, your child hates writing, this question will already be very challenging. Not to mention the necessary skills. So again, command words, explain, how. How means that it's referring to a process. Explain, again, evidence plus reason, right? Now you go and ask your child, what is miss? You go and ask your child, a boy or girl, you know what's a miss or not? What's miss? What did they tell you? So miss is concept, basic concept. Science is a very concept-heavy subject. Science is concept-heavy subject. So if your child's memory is not so good, they will find science a challenge. So again, at BlueTree, we do a lot of scaffolding. We do a lot of recap so that your child will remember the concepts better. Okay. Another one, the key answer technique. So this one, we use our ABC technique. Okay, we use ABC to help your child to answer this. All right, so just to let you see, this is how ABC works. So again, a student who has never been taught of this will not be able to write this answer, will not be able. So that's why your child goes into the open-ended question. They go like, I don't know how to do. Right. Next one, you need to check for comparison, because PSLE Science, a lot of comparison question. And the last one, application. Application means that they are real life question, real life, right? Real life question. You see, like this one here, a lot of children will tell me elastic. A lot of children, their first answer is elastic or flexible. A lot. Confirm wrong. Straight away, wrong, right? Then they say must be strong. Also wrong. This is a bumper car. Sorry, just how did I say wrongly? Okay, the answer is flexible. Sorry, the answer should be flexible. Okay, it's not strong. Because if it's strong, right? Strong is to withstand heavy weights. We got weights here. There's no weights here. There's no weights here, right? So they must understand strong, okay, because it's not breaking. It's not breaking. The other one that they can be accepted is flexible, because flexible can bend without breaking. Okay. All right. Okay, so parents, I've shown you a few examples of the question, right? Any questions here? I know that it's like a lot, of information. Are you okay? Okay, so here what we do for our children is we really give them a lot of different programs. We have the PPC and the P5. Our most famous is the PSLE prep and the exam prep program. Okay, so of course we also have our regular class, right? Our regular class, right? We also have the holiday program. And of course, now you're at the webinar. So here, I want to let you all know that for today, for all of you, right, you can come and arrange a free trial class with us. Free, totally free for you. Right, no charge. Not only that, we are going to throw in, this is on us. If you need a call, you need us to call and diagnose your child's end of the year paper. We'll be happy to do so. Okay, so you can let us know if Miss is water, correct? Miss is liquid, very good. Miss is not gas, very good. Yeah. So if you need us to diagnose your child's paper, all right, you can text us anytime at this number. I want to give our personal number. Actually, I don't mind lah. Yeah, actually, I tell you something. You may think that we always do webinar, but we really, 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 really seldom do. 1 year, I only do about 4. I already done twice, so I got 2 more, then I finish already. Yeah, we really seldom do webinars. Yeah, so yeah, you are very
Don't give
special in
personal
that
number.
sense.
Maybe
Yeah,
you
don't
need
keep
a
us.
personal touch, so we can
Yeah, yeah,
address your
yeah. If y'all,
personal
yeah,
needs.
if y'all need like a personal, yeah, I'm serious. I'm okay. Yeah, this is my personal.
No,
Thank you for
actually, a lot of
respect.
parents, yeah, a lot of parents actually speak to us.
Yeah, a lot of parents speak to us. Okay, yeah. Let me talk about the PPC. Okay, so the PPC, how does it help? Okay, anyway, we have a lot of parents just like you. Okay, we have a lot of parents just like you, and they took the leap of faith. They trust us, and they sign up. And look, today they're all enjoying those success. They're enjoying the fruits of success. Actually, I have a parent here. The boy is really my 4th kid. My 4th student, her 4th kid. Yeah, so she will be able to tell you that yeah, it really works. Our system, our concept, our curriculum. Okay. So here for PPC, how does it work? Yeah. So for PPC, all right, for to answer some of the parents, PPC will cover the concepts. Okay, not the full concepts. If your child is not very strong, you feel that your child needs some foundation, better do the regular class. Because PPC is only 1 hour. PPC parents is only 1 hour online with us or our HOD. Okay, it's very fast paced. We will do the questions like how we did just now. Right, we keep reviewing question. In Chinese, we call it 刷题. Yeah, so we keep doing the exam question very fast, and then we will teach your child the skills and techniques. And for science is keywords. For math is the heuristics needed.
Only problem
We will use
sums.
our problem sums. So we will use our signature answering technique, but it's only 1 hour, so it's very fast. Usually, a lot of parents take it because they want a great jump in their AL. For
Mm,
example, their child was AL4, they want to jump to
mm.
AL1. You're talking about 3 ALs, in 6 months. So they will add on PSI prep program, or their child is already very strong. They just want to maintain like AL1 and 2, always AL1 and 2, maintain. Then just 1 hour per week, PPC. Okay. So the PPC is all recorded, it's online, all recorded. So your child can have the question, can review the videos again and again. You can also see it. You can also see it. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
So this is the lesson fees. There's actually 32 hours. So there are 4 lessons that will run into 1.5. Right. So one subject, if you count, is cheaper than private lah, definitely cheaper than one-on-one, right?
Mm.
So we have 2 groups, PPC1 and PPC2. We are very, very confident for this PPC program because the success rate parents is 95%. 95. Okay. All right. So if less 95%, now what do you mean by success rate? That means 95% of our children will surely jump at least 1 AL. All right, and I would say that 90% of them will get AL1 and 2. So it's a very, very, very effective program, right? Even for our children now, we also put them in PPC. Yeah, we just say go, 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 go and listen. Okay, right. So if you are our ex-student, you can enjoy $50 off. All right, and this is the exam P5 exam prep. No leh. So far we don't have
The
anyone who says
question.
too fast they cannot follow leh. Don't have leh.
Oh, so
What's your
so
child?
if
Yeah,
if they can't follow, right? Usually 1 hour is a sweet spot. We know that. So we even had ADHD kids in our classes, and the parents say, "Hey, I'm very surprised he actually focused throughout the whole lesson." Yeah, it's unlike a 2 hour online where it gets a bit draggy. Then you worry your child may switch windows, play games or what. 1 hour is really, it just whizzes past. I'll be going through like eight problem sums and the kids will be like, oh. So if just in case your child did not catch, one or two questions like, that they need time to review,
yeah,
all the lessons have video recording. So you can watch and watch and watch over and over again all the way until PSLE.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, if you are afraid, right, we respect that. So we understand.
Mm.
Yeah, every child really matters to us. Every single child, right? So, mommy or daddy, if you are worried, right, you message us. We talk first,
Yeah.
huh? Yeah, we talk
Mm,
first. If your child really cannot, it's all right. Yeah, but
mm.
if your child can, of course lah, learn from the expert, the best. Yeah, I'm very confident in my teaching. Okay, all my children will definitely improve. That one I'm very very confident. Yeah. 20 years is not for
Yes.
nothing.
Yeah. I mean,
20 years is something.
imagine coming for a class where we just shua level three questions and some level two. Sorry, I won't touch level one. For math, I guarantee you not a single MCQ. No MCQ at all. Yeah. I'll do all the questions you do not know how to do. Like you
Yeah.
struggle
And
with teaching the problem sum, I just leave it to me.
yeah, sometimes parents ask me question, right? Then they will always be very shocked. Huh, so fast you can already tell what's wrong. Yeah,
Yeah.
because this is our job. This is our
Bread
job,
and
parents.
butter.
We see
Our
the
eyes.
question every day leh.
For the
Ask, ask,
last
ask, ask,
25
ask
years.
where the teachers.
Oh, we are the
Yeah,
teachers. I teach the math
yeah,
on
we are the
Monday.
ones.
Joe teach the
Yeah,
science on Tuesday. And
yeah.
we have our HODs on board as well. We only pick the best. Not like the rest are not the best, lah, but because they have been with us for a period of time,
Many
we train
years.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we train them up. They take the other days, which is the Thursdays and Mondays, Wednesdays as well. Okay. Yeah. So go with whatever schedule that works for your child. Sometimes you do back to back and we actually had children who actually zoom from the car, and then transit to home that we don't even know. And we also had children who actually we have never met before because they have like swim training right up to 9, 10 p.m. So we have never met them before. And they only depend on our video recording and improve like 3 ALs. I know of this particular
Yeah.
family who said, last time my girl do not know how to answer the question in the assessment book. Wow, now she's so confident after attending your classes. Yeah, now she's like sec 3 already. Okay.
Yeah.
Friday is depressing.
Yeah, okay. So P6 is PSLE prep, okay, parents. P5 is the exam prep. So for P5 is slightly cheaper lah because theirs is 30 hours. P6, the content is a bit heavier. That's why it's 32. All right. So we will walk your child through the topics. Not all the topics, we have to be frank, not all. Because we only have 32 hours with your child in the year. All right. Okay, you cannot have it all, please, hi. Well, don't want to stress my child, don't want to have so many hours, but yet one, okay, no, cannot have the kid eat it all, right? So what we do is we really curate the topics that we know that will surely come out a lot for
Yes.
PSLE. So the rest is your child must revise, but we will cover P3 to P6, P3 to P6 topics. And the ones that will surely come out, right, we'll cover it extensively. That one you don't need to worry, okay? We'll cover it extensively. All right. So this is really the longest running PSI prep program ready. Okay. So again, you can just text us and we will definitely help you. And of course, our parents, we have won awards, a lot of awards. Yeah, I understand. So maybe you can try the PSI prep program. You can message us first. Yeah, let us know. Then we will have a word with you. Oh yeah, London Village. London Village is quite near. Yeah. Okay. Right. Parents, thank you. You can follow us as well. Oh, yeah, last one. I forgot. Sorry, sorry.
Special.
Oh, yeah. How can I
Very
forget?
special, this one.
Yes, parents, this is very, very, very super special for you. Super duper special. Super duper special.
Yeah. The
Okay.
team scores
$88.
already.
Yeah,
Scolded us.
$88 ang pao. Okay, if you want to sign up, even for PPC, you can grab it.
Yeah.
So the good news is you can grab it to sign up any of our program. $88. Okay. And we don't do this except for Chinese New Year. Okay. Yeah. So grab it and you have free trial class or more. So free trial class plus this very good deal. Very good
Yeah. It's exclusive
thing
to you
already.
guys only.
It's
Okay.
exclusive to you. Yeah. Because we want to thank you. We know that you have
Yeah.
chosen to spend your time with us. So we want to thank you. Okay. Thank you very much. Yeah, free
Free trial
trial.
for
Oh
both
no.
subjects.
One subject only. One subject. Yeah. One
Just
subject. The other
one.
one is paid. Yeah, just one.
Ah,
Yeah.
yes. Yes.
Yeah. No, like that lah. Very,
Yeah.
very good No, no,
Hey,
thank you.
welcome.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Do you have any more questions? We can stay on for a
Other
while to take
questions?
on.
Yes.
Yeah.
EPC started
EPC,
this week. EPC
yes,
started
this
this
week.
week. Science was yesterday. Math is tomorrow. So you're still in time for it. So come speak to us. Maybe you can scroll up, you find Joe or my number, or you can also text the admin 961
Yeah,
60312. Okay. Yeah, we can speak to you and show you the schedule, what will be covered, the topics weekly, and highly curated. I show you the not 10 year series, the 5 years analysis, right? We already know what are the most popular, not even just topic, the type of question. We really go all the way down to the nitty gritty, okay? If I tell the students, you better learn this, I know it will come out for WA. Okay, I guarantee 99.9% it will appear. Okay, even WA questions, I know what will come up.
yeah,
Oh, PPC is for P6, EPC is for P5s. Is that clear? PPC is PSLE prep, so it's for P6.
yeah. Okay. In
Ah,
fact, just to say again, just to a bit, let me brag a bit, okay? Let me brag a bit. You know our PSLE prep program is so famous. Actually, recently we were on Straits Time, eh? We were on the Straits Times. Yeah, and they actually mentioned about PSI prep program. So we know that it works. Yeah, we know that it works. Oh, no problem. Yeah, our pleasure. Yeah, our pleasure. Cannot lah, before cannot lah, before cannot try busy lah, too early lah. Mommy, we are not that kind of center that will say kiasu coming one. No, no, no. Before, okay lah, can still enjoy a bit lah. Go for our holiday program.
T4 join
Maybe later.
EPC, yeah.
Yeah.
GPO, I mean for math, right? Possible. If you're in the
Math,
GP,
yeah,
you think
in
you
GP
really,
possible.
yeah, like you
Mm,
know that you can stretch a little bit in terms of like wanting your child to learn a bit more, like the model
mm,
drawing techniques. There will be
mm.
only P5 topic coverage like angles, percentage. And if you think that your child really enjoys learning things in advance, I welcome you because I do have P4 sit in my P5 class, P5 sit in my P6 class. Then by the time they are really in P6, they stop the regular, they focus on PPC. So they have it all well covered. Yeah. So we welcome you. Come speak to us. Most welcome.
Mm,
We're happy to
mm.
share. We
Yeah.
we wish that we
Okay.
can share more. We wish we could share more as parents. We even had this breakfast session with some parents at the Dandan
Yeah.
village last month. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Maybe can
Thank
have
you. Thank
another
you.
time. Yeah.
Thank you for
Thank you
being with
very much.
us.
Yeah. Maybe we'll host another breakfast session. The last one was pretty good. Yeah.
Let us know
Yeah. Have a
which
very good
occasion you would
conversation.
like to have breakfast with us. Which we
Yeah.
need to vote, you see.
Yeah.
Maybe we have it
Yeah.
at a location, but all the parents here are from Tampines. Yeah, so you
Yeah.
must let us know where is your preferred location.
Yeah. We like to meet new parents. Then after that, become friends.
West,
Oh,
oh man!
wow.
The
Thank you. Thank you. Say me to a few, baby. Thank you.
good vibes.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
Thank
you. Thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
It means a
Where's
lot
that?
to us.
Yeah. Means
It,
a
it
lot to
means a
us.
lot to
Yeah.
us. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I
After 20
mean,
years, sometimes the passion can go a bit not so bright.
the flame is
So this
there,
is
lah. The flame is there, but age is
yeah, the
catching up.
place.
Ah.
Yeah, it is catching it. Yeah. But nice to know. Thank you for the encouragement. Where's that?
Thank
Can
you.
can maybe Dannon again, oh.
London can because the MRT to King Albert Park is fantastic. It's beautiful. The mall, you have to go and see the mall. Yes.
I have
Yeah.
not seen it.
London
I mean,
Village?
no, as in you mean the MRT?
Yeah,
itself. No,
the
no,
M
of course,
the
more yes lah,
the
more
mall
yes.
lah. So the MRT
I think
connects, so it's sheltered all the way, rain or shine, you will not be like affected by the weather at all. So the children
mm.
actually just train down from Nanyang